Greetings, my friends. You know, it's a sad thing, but I know that most of you, if not all of you, have seen this as well. Um, Animals are 1,000 times nicer to one another and to even humans than humans are to each other or to animals. Look at your pets. Start with your pets. Man, I've had some wonderful pets in my life. I've had some dogs that love me unequivocally. They don't have any set expectations. They just love, and they have joy, and they give you comfort and peace. And how many of you find that in human beings? I mean, most humans are rude, they're wicked, they're uncaring, they're selfish, self-absorbed. You see it all the time. I know you do. Animals are the opposite. I read an article that just touched me, and it choked me up. Just the other day, I've read lots of these articles. This one really got to me. There was a huge whale that was trapped in some rope out in Australia, and a pod of killer whales was coming on the scene. Killer whales love to eat whales. That's one of the main parts of their diet. This poor whale was tangled. It was trying to flap its fluke, and its big flipper on the side. And those killer whales, they came up and they actually bit the ropes loose, and they freed that behemoth whale and let him swim off in the distance and didn't even touch him. They had a moment of kindness, a moment of grace, a moment of mercy that human beings don't even know what it is anymore. Humans are so mean nowadays. You can learn so much from animals. You see animals, all kinds of articles where animals save humans' lives by snuggling up to them in the freeze and save little kids and adults' lives. And you see where animals wake up people in your house and save you from a fire and will protect you to death. How many humans will do that? How many humans even care? Read an article the other day where a house was burning down, and instead of helping out the rest of the family, part of the family just ran outside to get away and let the rest of the family perish inside the house. Human beings are bad to the core nowadays. Used to be growing up, people were not like that. I mean, you could trust people. I could go as a little kid and walk around my neighborhood and have my little tackle box and my net and my fishing pole and my bait. And 6 years old, walk all around the city, go fishing where I wanted to. People would look after me. Are you okay, kid? It was cool. Nowadays, kids walk around like that. They get abducted. They get raped. They get sold into sex slavery. They get murdered. They get abused. People are just inherently evil nowadays. And again, as I've said many times, God gives us all an option. He says you can either accept me, God, his son, Jesus Christ, or accept the devil. That's it. Two choices, God and Jesus. They're part of the Trinity. They're both one, but they're all separate. God or the devil. And man has turned his back on God. Look at how Christians are treated. Mankind hates Christians for the most part. They despise us. Did a sermon a couple weeks ago on how they shouldn't be hating all Christians because a few of us actually petition the Lord for them and love them. And most people just blew it off. They just don't care. They don't want to hear from us. They don't. Social media, the overlords, don't want to hear the truth about anything going on in the world other than their truth, which is not the truth to me. They don't care about Christianity. They don't care about any of us. Hundreds of thousands of Christians are martyred every year around the world. People don't care. But animals are the ones who show love. Look at an animal in a shelter when it's adopted, the love, the happiness, the joy the animal has. And that's why I'm convinced. I'm convinced without a doubt. No one knows for sure but God, but I'm convinced without a doubt in my own heart of hearts that I'll see all my favorite pets. You'll see all your favorite pets somewhere in eternity. I think it might be it could be in the New Jerusalem at your mansion. I don't know. It could be on the new earth. I don't know. But I believe those pets are coming back. I believe we'll get to spend forever with those pets. That's what I believe in my heart of hearts. Only God knows for sure, but I believe that. I believe that God knows how much we've loved those creatures, like we sometimes we love no one else. I mean, as a Christian, you got to love others. You got to witness to them. You got to pray for them. You got to have a heart for them. You got to say, Jesus, give me a heart so I can just I can just lead them to you, and I can love them. Even if people hate us, even if people stab us in the back, we got to still love them. But I mean, the actual love where you have a bond, it's hard to have that bond with humans anymore. A bond with pets seems to be the biggest, greatest bond you can have. I mean, I've been married for a long time. My wife is my best friend, and we have a terrific bond. But that's an exception to the rule. Most human beings, outside of a long, fruitful marriage, don't have that kind of bond. They just don't care about one another, and it's sad. It's sad to see. But animals, man, you'll see all the time. An animal will bite its own leg off to help a human being, and the porpoises and dolphins save so many humans from sharks and from other nasty things. And mankind treats animals poorly, treat them real bad, and it breaks my heart because animals were made before humans, and it was God's first living creation when He made the animals and the fish and the birds, all of those animals, all the animals. And then humans came next, of course, which was God's biggest creation, created in His image. But animals have an important part, and I believe God put pets here for us, and I believe that to help us and to help nurture us, and the animals out in the wild, I believe that God put them there to teach us lessons. And sadly, those lessons aren't being learned. Human beings don't treat each other right. They don't treat the animals right. It's just sad. It really is. It breaks my heart. But I just know the one thing that keeps me going is I know that one day soon we're going to be out of this nightmare. We're going to be out of this cesspool, out of this hellhole, out of this mess. And what a day it's going to be. I talk about with you all the time, man. Sitting on our deck in our mansion. I'm going to have a big glass of iced tea with lemon and some sugar. You guys have whatever you want to have, and we'll just sit around and just talk and laugh and just enjoy eternity away from the madness here, away from the hellish nightmare we live in right now called planet Earth and mankind. The rudeness, people driving, cutting you off, flipping you off. People are nasty in stores. People are just evil and mean and wicked. And mean, cruel, and nasty, as my wife says so many times. Mean, cruel, and nasty is one of her sayings. That's what it's become. Mean, cruel, and nasty. Mankind. So if you got a pet, take care of it and love it, because, man, they give you so much love. And again, they don't expect anything in return, but love them in return. Take care of them, and don't arbitrarily go out and just be mean to animals and crazy stuff. Just love human beings above all. Love them and pray for them and try to lead them to Christ. But be kind to your pets and kind to the animals as well. If you've never been saved, you're backslidden, pray the prayer, do the 6 steps I have in a box below the video. No one's guaranteed more time in life. If you like prayer, contact me. I pray for you every day. I love you all, and look up. Our redemption draw tonight flies soon. May God bless you. Love you with all my heart. Share this video. Help me get the word out. And again, thanks for giving me a chance to chat with you. I really enjoy this. Different parts of my house. Take care. Love you. Share.